These guys are innocent of jack shit. You really thought that I'd be defending one of the most vile and disgusting people on the internet right now?
No! Brother,
Even Kick, the platform that allows all sorts of degeneracy, permaban these two idiots from their website. From being beaten up in the streets to making minor-related jokes.
I don't give a
To actually hooking up with minors. These guys have done it all to try and stay relevant in a platform where excess is rewarded with botted and fake viewed numbers. Now what would you get if a child fell down a 20-story building head first into solid concrete, survived, and went untreated for 30 years? You'd get a Zherka and you'd get a HeelMike.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
These two degenerates have been providing us with content for quite some time. More recently, they started making their kick content that allowed them to jump up a notch in the level of degeneracy and edginess that they can provide. And don't get me wrong, I love their content. Every time that I see that one of them is streaming, I know that I have content.
monkey.
What's this? Zherka streaming? What could he be doing this time? Oh, I see. He's being beaten up on the streets. How about his other crony, HeelMike? Let's see what his evil brain has concocted this time. Talking to minors and making jokes about freaking them? Whoa! Straight out of the loony bin. Must have been spending some time at whatever insane asylum is nearest to him. This time, both these evil geniuses decided to combine their 4 total brain cells, join forces and go to the streets, trying too desperately to get girls to come with them to their evil cave. And surprise, surprise, the only people that they managed to convince were children with undeveloped prefrontal cortexes to come back with them. But did they check IDs? I mean, they checked them through source, dude, just trust me. If you count that as a form of verification, then sure, they did, but in actuality, they didn't. I mean, a real person could just suss the girls out by the way that they were acting, but both Zherka and the other clown must have snorted way too much cocaine that their brains failed to work at barely 10% capacity and couldn't tell that one of the girls was 16! Enough yapping, let's see some clips.
God, they on my stream. I don't give a fake ID. Good. Good. I didn't even know they made those. Who gives a
If you were listening closely to HeelMike, you probably noticed that his voice was a little weird. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's no normal voice. That's the voice of a man that goes out to party every single night of his life. The stomach acid passing through his vocal cords at the end of every night of heavy partying, drinking, smoking, snorting drugs, has made this man's voice look more like one of those voice boxes that heavy smokers use. So if you dream of having a deep and manly voice, go out and party every night, drink a lot, smoke, and just like that, you'll get yourself a deep, based, manly voice. Anywho, if you have no game, can't get bitches, you always go to the low-hanging fruit. When your only redeemable quality is having blue eyes, it's hard. I know, it's hard to raise up goth mummies and big yat Latinas when they are of his age, because they too know how weak this guy's game is. Girls are smart after all. They look at this dude and instantly run to the nearest exit. Brother's got no game! So he's just mouthing at his stream, trying to internalize his lack of aptitude to get girls with him, so he goes to the prepubescent-aged girls. You could also argue that this is just a joke. Well, it would be a joke if the guy didn't literally have a minor in his background and take a picture with one in his bed saying, "No regrets!" Not that big of a joke anymore when it turns to reality.
losers? Kill yourself. You queer losers always.
Bro, I'm not queer. Trust me.
And I don't mean it metaphorically or rhetorically or poetically or radically or any other fancy way. I like men straight up.
There are rules for a reason. We should all play by those same rules. If I have no game, I go for the fat chicks. I mean, their standards are way lower and they need some loving too. I don't go straight for the kindergarten to pick literal children. First of all, that's disgusting. They are children after all, and second of all, it's illegal. They can't think properly for themselves and make bad decisions. This dude is just trying to lower the bar so it's easier for him to get with girls. Just imagine that these guys went to the bars and started picking up fat chicks. Everyone would enjoy it. The stream would like it. The girls would get some attention and love that they so much desire. Zherka and his clown friend would be doing the entire world a favor. Everyone would cheer for them. It would be like Vitaly making his streams catching predators. Dude just got a massive amount of support during those streams. Even Critical himself talked about Vitaly doing good for once in the community.
I'm also 16.
I don't give a fuck.
It's all fun and games when they are separated by a computer screen. Funny edgy humor. I don't care that you're underage. It's just a joke, guys. We like to be quirky and funny in this channel.
Welcome to Senpai Q. You some service.
Now it isn't as fun when Zherka is literally lying on the couch, George Not Found style, kissing, hugging and dry humping a child that could very well be his daughter. Keep in mind that Zherka is 30 years old. And this girl that still has voice cracks from time to time is 16. I mean, who am I kidding? I still have voice cracks. But it doesn't matter, bro. At least wait until she's 18. Then you could always argue, I don't care, that's the law. It's tequila. Brother, her voice and the way that she acts screams middle school. This dude is out here feigning ignorance live for an audience. She's giving all of the red flags. At first, she has no ID.
Hey, oh my God. Here, put your number here, because I'm a little lit. What the? Perfect.
Hey!
They both are. I said, don't do it on camera.
Yeah, we're both on.
Here.
Yeah, we both are. We're both 12.
No, whoa.
I wouldn't
Swear on the Bible and God
On the
and
fucking
Christ.
Bible.
Swear on your
I would not
Swear on your
promise to.
mother,
On my
your
mother,
dad, your whole
on my
family,
dad,
your
on my
whole
whole family.
Look at me. Your whole family dies if you don't say, if you lie. You're above 18.
I'm above 18 on my whole family.
Swear to God.
I swear to God.
Abby, you
She has no ID at first. They say that she's a minor, but later on she says that she's 18 without anything to back her claims up. Zherka and HeelMike just believe it at face value because of how responsible adults and stand-up citizens they both are. To me, they are both feigning ignorance, but that's just my opinion. These two lobotomites are always making jokes regarding minors, saying that if they are underage, then it's great. Perfect! So you'd think that they'd be careful around actual children, but they just shift the goalposts and end up turning into creepy pedos.
Do you have lighter?
Chad, can you see it?
These bitches are actually legal?
Yeah. Josiah is fucked up. Josiah is fucked up.
That bitch was born in 90.
Later on in the stream, the girls pull out a fake ID out of nowhere. So now she has an ID. The story has changed once again. From not having an ID and being a minor to not having an ID and being 18. And now to having an ID. Let's keep in track of how many different times the story has changed and will keep on changing. Transmogrifying to fit Zherka and HeelMike's narrative. Would you look at that? She's now magically 2 or 3 years older.
December 1st, go ask her birthday later and see if it's the same birthday.
This is not you trolling me.
And the story keeps on changing. If you keep asking repeatedly to your local back alley crack dealer where his product came from, he'd be able to give a more concise story that wouldn't change over time. If you ask the local tweaker where he got the money to buy drugs, he'd give a better answer than both Zherka and HeelMike combined. Every time that they open their mouth and start yapping, the story changes. It's like the person with the most common sense in this room is the fat guy with a Virgin t-shirt. The same guy that HeelMike was making fun of for being a pedo earlier on the stream.
Whoa. You're not 12. Don't get excited, Josiah.
Well, now the tides have turned. The guy's trying to be the voice of reason and telling the others to kick the girls out before things take a turn for the worse.
Oh, because I'm used to Canada. In Canada, you can go to 17, 16. I've never done it, but you can do it. Like, no.
biggest self-report ever. FBI, open up! Someone call the police on this dude. He should be locked up in a max security prison and never be able to be in the presence of children ever again. Who knows? He might start wanting to offer cupcakes. I think that we've genuinely found the next two EDPs. Getting banned from Kiki is not enough. They need to be locked up.
Yo, I'm clear. The bitch is 18.
Yeah, yes, it's clear. And this is the girl who was in bed.
Yo, you gotta ID her right now, bro. What the fuck? Is it a second? Is it 18?
Well, the story has changed once again, and HeelMike was conveniently in bed with a completely different person that was also over the age. After everything that these two lobotomites with the combined IQ of 2 did on stream, I don't believe a word coming from their mouths. Everything that they are saying is just damage control. Their story changed 4 or 5 times. They made multiple creepy jokes towards minors that ended up being true and lied a whole bunch of times. Well, looks like someone ended up finding out who the girl was and ended up contacting her father. And they confirmed that the girl was 16, not 18. The girl was a minor. Own up to your mistakes. Zherka and HeelMike are both grown adults. Even if, on the slightest chance, 0.001% of chance that they didn't know the girl's age and got swindled, they are still adults. Flew way too close to the sun. Actions have consequences. They clearly did something illegal. Therefore, as adults, they should also face the adequate consequences.